devices at the RNC and the DNC. There's one problem with that, is that there were two other potential drop sites, because we know from the video evidence that one of those sites was the Congressional Black Caucus Institute, and the bomber changed their mind. Another site was an actual housing unit that houses Congress members and Congress staff members. Those were the two other locations where the bomber stopped and chose not to, and then eventually settled on the DNC and the RNC.
We lost almost everybody.
So many details, and they're all running through my mind, but I want to give you something that was never released. I got permission. This was something that Armitage, our video examiner, found. Is after thousands of hours of watching these videos of the bomber, walking through Rumsey Court for the first time, because this kid, our guy, he watches, the first time he watches a pixel set, and the next time he watches another pixel set. He's that obsessed with the videos. But that obsession led him to finally see a smartwatch flash on the bomber's wrist. This is after years of watching the same video over and over and over again and never noticed it. All of a sudden, the smartwatch flashes. This is the January 5th Hoodie pipe bomber. It flashes again. He tells us about it, so me and now my whole team, we go all of us go all in back to the videos again. And suddenly, what we thought were arm stretches and other motions that the bomber was just making during the stroll, the bomber's talking into their wrist at least 5 times that we can count. There's one problem with that. Brian Cole Jr. has never owned a watch, never worn a watch, much less acquired a smartwatch in order to talk into it. We know that for a fact.
Is he pleading guilty in this case?
No. Oh, no. In fact, just 3 or 4 weeks ago, there was a preceding indictment where they jacked it up, trying to force them into a plea deal. They jacked it up. They charged him with terrorism and planting weapons of mass destruction. Basically charges that would give him life in prison if he was convicted, thinking that they would scare him, the family, into a plea deal, because that's what
they weren't bombers.
Even though they weren't bombers.
And it doesn't seem like he did it.
And he could not physically have been the person that did it. He's the wrong shoe size, he's the wrong body shape.
Can gait recognition tell a man from a woman?
Absolutely. Well, it can tell the gait, and then you can surmise. But most people that have viewed the videos for years have thought that it was a female.
That's what I thought. Looking at it, right.
But you talk about a guy we've got video of him walking. His gait could not be more antithetical to the bomber's gait. It's highly. He walks almost like a duck walk.
Yeah.
With his butt out, and he walks, which is typical of an autistic person. Placing
heel first.
Yeah, right. Or toe first. And with the feet out like this, whereas the bomber walks like this with a pigeon-toed right foot circumduction, planting it in front of the left foot. That's the way the bomber walks. That's the way Charlie Kirkhoff walks.
What is the... Okay, so now you're being sued. So, okay, I'm sorry, I want to get ahead of it. So, Brian Cole Jr. had now there's a superseding indictment threatening him with life in prison, trying to get him to plea. Is he going to plea?
No, as a matter of fact, at that exact hearing, status hearing, the defense attorneys demanded a trial date.
Is he in jail?
He's in jail. He's been held in pretrial detention. He's in the general population. I thought for sure that they would have him in isolation for his own benefit.
Yeah, no. I don't think his own benefit plays a role in their calculations.
No, but he actually has a cellmate. He is granted access several hours a day to a tablet, so he is